So the dialectics which we find in Marxism. In fact, Engels has written a book called Dialectics of Nature, where he has discussed this issue very comprehensively in terms of its principles and the credit which he has given to Hegel that has very substantially evolved in that book. And Marx, in his book EPM, Economic and Philosophic Manuscripts of 1844, he has taken up Hegelian approach to advocate many of the issues like alienation and estrangement, etc., very substantially. And also, uh, because during Marx's lifetime, only one book was published, that is Das Kapital, Volume 1. The Volume 2 and 3 were posthumously published, and most of the other writings, including EPM, was all published very late. In fact, EPM, even Lenin had no access to EPM. So it remained as a manuscript. It was published in 1930 with the help of Gavril Lukács and others, the Hungarian philosophers. Uh, so this thing is there. So in the EPM, what Marx has developed very substantially, and that also greatly under the influence of Hegel, was that of alienation. And there are four types of alienation of which Marx has given a discussion, and that is alienation in the process of production and of the working class and everything. And then we have alienation in the process of production, alienation when the actual product has been made, and there is social alienation, and there are species alienation. These are the four kinds of alienation which Marx has talked about. And in the thesis on Feuerbach, on the first thesis, Marx has said that the chief defect of all hitherto existing materialism, that of Feuerbach included, is that the thing, reality, sensuousness, is conceived only in the form of the object or of contemplation, not subjectively. Hence, in contradiction distinction to materialism, the active side was developed abstractly by idealism, which of course does not know real sensuous activity as such. So the active side, that means the mind is active, it can formulate the ideas, concepts, notions, etc., which can be used to advocate to understand the reality around us, is something which had developed to a great extent in German idealism, and Hegel has acknowledged it. But then his contention is that we have to go ahead of it. That's why in the 11th thesis on Feuerbach, Marx has said that philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point is to change it. Changing it something which is very substantially required, because all other philosophers, they are simply giving us, some kind of a uh, uh, some kind of a description or the other, and Marxism is the only thing which gives us a complete picture of it. That means it tries to change the world. So in our attempt to understand this position from dialogue to the dialectics, we can summarize our discussion like this: that dialogue can be found in Socrates and dialectics in Kant. Now, both dialogue and dialectics have agreement and disagreement as the operative terms. Dialectic is known, dialogue is inductive in nature, whereas dialectic has the, you know, in Kant, dialectics and logic are separate, but in Hegel, dialectics goes with logic. It becomes dialectical logic. There's a different kind of position which he has developed. Identity and difference are no longer antinomous in their content and specification. Rather, they are one and absolute kind of a thing. So this has also evolved very substantially. And dialectics is now there are principles, and we have to substantially advocate all this stuff. So this is all about dialogue and dialectic. And now I'll be taking up deconstruction as some kind of issue to be understood very carefully. This is also very important philosophical method, and one can uh, see how it goes.